Go. Anthony Hartwig here with a Archbishop Hoban girls basketball player profile. I'm joined by Mackenzie Edinburgh. Mackenzie, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And here, this Hoban team is again at the top of the mountain. It's four straight district championships for this program. A whirlwind for you. You've come into this program and you've like lived on fire. What's it been like to kind of be successful and to win a district championship again?
It's really exciting. It's a huge accomplishment. We were really trying to get this. Like this was our ultimate goal of this year. So I'm glad that we were able to accomplish.
We've talked to your senior leaders, all three of them this year so far, and they
Yeah.
all talked about how this year has been, a little bit more up and down than the years of the past, but they've been able to really gel as a team throughout, the season. From your perspective, what's it been like to see this team grow together and to mold together as the season has gone on?
It's definitely been a challenge. We did have a lot of ups and downs. We lost some big games. We won some big games. So I think it's just the matter of time. I think we really were able to come together now and play more as a team.
They also talked about when the seedings came out, there was a little bit of a chip on the shoulder because you guys had won three in a row. You felt like maybe you were underseeded a little bit. How much of a motivation was that going through the districts, trying to just prove to everybody that this was still Hoban and we still know how to do things down here?
It was a motivation, actually. Our coaches were trying to push us to make sure that we stayed motivated because everyone was doubting us. Nobody thought that we would make it this far, and the fact that we did is a really huge accomplishment. Kind of like, um, it's just like I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really good thing that we were able to get far and prove everybody wrong.
When we talked to your coach, Pamela Davis, and we asked her, what have been some of the keys to the success you guys have had this year, she points right to the seniors. How big have they been for you to pull you through the ups and downs and to really motivate you guys throughout those ups and downs in the season?
Yeah, they're great. Well, Riley, she's amazing in every aspect. She helps a lot, leading, scoring, especially Emma too. And KO is always willing to, get us going because she's the point guard. So I think they're all good. We love, but they've been great seniors to it.
Next year when they have to graduate, what kind of things are you going to take away from what they've done this year to make yourself into a leader when it's asked of you?
I just think staying on task, making sure everyone else is on task because we have a really young team. So me and some of the other juniors on the team, we're just gonna have to step up and make sure that we can get the younger ones going.
Like you said, you're a junior, so it'll be your turn next year. Have you started to think about, what senior year is going to bring and what the emotions of that are going to be?
I have, but not really. Like I've thought about it, about how I'm gonna have to lead a little bit more, and I'm excited though. I'm ready for the next season, but not just yet because
Not just yet. We still have some business to take care of. Back to regionals, you go.
yeah,
How excited is this team? I mean, you've had a couple of practices since the win in districts. What's the feeling like in this locker room right now, going back to regionals?
we're all really excited. We're staying focused in practice because we know that we have a big game coming up tomorrow, and everyone's like really excited, really ready, really dialed in and focused. So
When we've been able to watch this team, the defense that you guys play is just electric. I know you have scores, you have enough scoring to put up 70 sometimes, but how much pride does this team take in the defense that they're able to play?
we take a lot of pride in it. It's literally all our coaches preach about. Defense is what will get you into games. Defense is what wins you games. It's what our coaches preach. So if you aren't playing defense, then you might as well not even play because that's what comes first, and then scoring comes afterwards.
You needed every bit of that defense in that district championship. Green is a great team, and they tried to make a valiant comeback. What was it like in that game? Trying to stay composed down the stretch and trying to make just enough defensive stops against that team that was trying to swing momentum their way.
It definitely took a lot of focus because we had a 15-point lead at one point, and then I don't know what happened. We just sort of, I guess, started slacking in a way, but we were able to focus and keep them from winning. So,
Obviously. This head coach and this coaching staff, 35 years of experience on the bench is what you guys have. What's
yeah.
it like? What's it like being under Coach Davis? 600 career wins, and when she says something, you can take it to the bank. What's that like for you guys?
Yeah, it's great. I have coaches. I'm very grateful that they are coaches. They know what they're talking about, and we just have to trust and believe that they tell us. So,
You're gotten a little wiser and a little older over the years. Is there anything that you had, maybe said as a freshman that you really didn't believe, or you didn't understand, that now you're sitting as a junior, you're trying nodding yourself like, man, coach was right 2 years ago when she told me this or she told me that.
um, kind of. Well, I mean, I never really question what the coaches tell us because I know that they have the best interest in what we are doing, and I don't think I've really, said anything or felt any type of way because I didn't think that they were telling me the right thing. I know that they have my best interest, so.
What has been your biggest growth point since your freshman year, do you think?
Definitely my role on the team. Freshman year, I played JV and I got no minutes on varsity. And last year, my sophomore year, the district, or no, I think it was regionals. I had to step up because it just wasn't, the girls ahead of me weren't playing as well. So I had to step up, and I proved myself at that point. And then a lot of girls left, and so now I'm just one of the bigger roles this year.
That being said, you come into this year, you're going to have a bigger role. What was that like preparing for the season, knowing that it was kind of your time to shine a little bit?
It was a little bit nerve-wracking because I know that I had to perform like that every single night. But I was ready for it. I was ready for the challenge, and yeah.
How much did getting into that regional game just prepare you a little bit, make you a little bit less nervous about, can I do it?
Um, I mean, it's just the amount of focus and how hard you work in practice, really. Just making sure that you know everything, and that's really.
One of the things about this Hoban family and the athletics department, whether it be the girls basketball team, any sport really, you guys are really good at reaching out to the community and showing them that you're there for them. And whether it be, this year you guys made blankets for the Ronald McDonald House and
Yeah.
other things like that. What does things like that and being able to do things like that do for you guys as a team?
Um, it makes us closer. Not only are we helping people, but it's also team bonding. We get to have a little bit of fun making the blankets, just doing stuff for the community. We were trying to actually go to a nursing home, and we were gonna make them like cards and stuff, but we were unable to do that. But yeah, we're always trying to, give love back to the communities.
What does it do for you personally to kind of see people that probably have it a little bit worse than you, and to be able to reach out a hand to them and show them that even though you got a lot going on and you're a high school student and you have a lot to focus on with your schooling and with your basketball, that it's you can take time to help them out. What's that do for you personally?
It makes me feel good inside knowing that I can help somebody at as young of an age that I am. Um, it just makes me feel good.
That's what you're able to do for strangers. What's the nicest thing that you think a stranger's ever done for you?
Um, just compliments. Like I smile a lot, and people sometimes compliment my smile, and just things like that. Mostly compliments.
When you think about things that raise your confidence, obviously role models are a big part of that. Who have been some of your role models throughout your career?
Um, Definitely my mom. She's one of the strongest people that I know. She's always motivating me no matter what. She's very strong, independent, and she's definitely my biggest role model.
Do you have any stories about your mom that like kind of show you how strong she is and how much like she's impacted you?
Um, she's just always willing to give up literally anything for me and my sibling. She's just always willing to do whatever it takes to get us where we want to be. For example, getting me to Hoban took a lot of sacrifices, and I'm very thankful for her.
What's it like because those sacrifices that you had to give up for to get to Hoban? What's it like being there? What's that mean to you that you're able to be there and you're able to be on this team?
I love being on at Hoban, and I love being on the girls basketball team. Everyone's so welcoming and just makes you feel good about yourself. No one's ever, mean or negative. It's just a very good community. I'm grateful that I have the basketball team and the school.
And you have a great community. Every time we show up to one of your games, it's a packed house.
Yeah.
What's it like to really feel the crowd and feel the energy that your community brings to your games?
It feels great actually, knowing that you have a lot of supporters supporting you and your team, and it just feels really good to have everyone supporting.
One of the things that I notice is it's not just the parents and the students. I see faculty members at your games. I see coaches of other athletics departments. What's that do for you guys to know that there are people in the school system that aren't students or parents that care about your success and want to see you succeed?
Yeah, like I said, it's great, especially like when we have students there, and teachers there. It's great to see that everyone's supporting.
You guys get a great student section. What's your favorite sport to be in part of the student section for?
Um, Football, really, because that's like the only time I'm really in the student section. Because the football student section's like the best ones.
It is the best one, and you guys had a great season in football. What was that like to watch your classmates succeed at the highest level like that, make a run all the way to the last game?
It's actually exciting. I went to almost every single football game this year. It's good seeing that they can get that far, and every year too, actually, that I've been there, we've gotten that far. So I think it's cool that we actually have students in our school that they do.
What was your favorite student section theme throughout the football season? Because I know there's a theme every week.
Definitely the beach theme.
If you could make a new theme and have it be like the next game, like, hey, we're gonna next girls game. Hey, this is gonna be the student section theme for you guys. What theme do you think you would want to see at the next girls game?
Um, I don't know, maybe like a pink theme.
Okay, we're calling out the Hoban student section right now.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, Medina, pink theme. Let's go. Um, no, in all seriousness, here in regionals, everyone knows that the stage gets better, the teams get better. How have you handled the nerves that come along with going on to the bigger stage and playing some unfamiliar opponents?
I really just take it day by day. I try not to be nervous because when I am nervous, I don't think that I play as well. But I just have been taking it day by day, not trying to stress about it too much.
All right, let's take some stress away and ask you some questions off the court before we let you go. Some rapid fire questions. I'm going to start with what would be your dream car? If you had all the money in the world, you could afford any car you want, what car would you want to get?
Um, Probably like a Porsche maybe or a Lamborghini.
Okay, what color would you want it? What color do you think looks best on a car?
Okay, I would want it pink, but I don't think cars are like nice colors. So maybe like a midnight blue.
What is something that you do spend a little bit too much money on, like your impulse buys?
Food.
What kind of food do you spend the most on?
Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Taco Bell. I know people don't like Taco Bell, but I love Taco Bell.
It's open late, right? So hey, after the game, let's hit up Taco Bell. What's your go-to order at Taco Bell?
I usually get a chalupa and like a soft taco.
Is that your go-to like post-game meal after a big win? Hey, let's go to Taco Bell.
Uh, it depends.
What about like the team hangout? Where do you guys hang out as a team?
Well, that also depends. Like, we'll have like get-togethers at people's houses, for instance. Like our senior Emma, she usually throws like parties at her house, like little get-togethers. And like you said, we did the blankets. We did that at the school, and just like stuff like that.
All right, so you've been to all the houses. What teammate has the best house to hang out at?
Probably Emma. It's Emma.
What teammate has the most swag on the team, most style?
I would say me.
Oh, there you. I like the confidence. There you go. Who's the teammate that like thinks they have the style, thinks they have the swag, but it's like, nah.
Um, Maybe Zig.
When you think of a teammate that would be most likely to survive an apocalypse, who do you think it would be?
Kathleen.
Who's the teammate that would be most likely to win and at the Price is Right?
Zig.
If you guys were going to karaoke night, who would
Mhm.
be the first teammate to jump on the stage?
Maya.
What would be their go-to karaoke song? What do they love to sing?
Um, I don't know actually.
What
I,
about yours? What about yours? If you had to pick a karaoke song, what would you have to use?
it would have to be something simple like "Let It Go." Or
um, what's your personal playlist look like before a game? What kind of music gets you hyped up?
definitely stuff by like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, that type of like rap.
In your playlist, do you have any guilty pleasure songs? Songs that probably aren't the coolest one to listen to, but you don't care anyway, you rock to it?
Uh, I mean, it's like not really. I mean, I listen to really anything. So
All right, before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to shout out your support system, all the people that have been there for you throughout the years and will continue to be there for you throughout your career.
I just want to say thank you to my coaches, the seniors, well, really the whole team, my parents, and the rest of my family, and just the Hoban community.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Mackenzie. We wish you the best of luck in that regional game tomorrow night. We hope you win, and we hope that we can talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.